welcome you to Howland Arena. We're here to celebrate the Lipscomb Academy Class of 2023. Please join me in congratulating these students. Now we're entering the arena, the Lipscomb Academy Class of 2023. Seniors, you are our honored guests. We're extremely proud of you for all your hard work, accomplishments, and spiritual leadership during your time at Lipscomb. Today, we celebrate with you and send you forth to continue your academic pursuits, community service at 38 universities and colleges across the nation. These schools will be blessed because you have chosen to continue your journey with them.
And recognize some groups of students who have achieved Lipscomb Academy's highest honors. Students, as I read your names, please stand. Families, please hold your applause until the end of each group. Lipscomb Academy Class of 2023 Valedictorians, Kate Agee and Francis Tanner. Honors Diploma recipients. These students have gone above and beyond the required course load to take at least 4 AP courses and at least 12 Honors, AP, and dual enrollment courses, and have earned a 4.0 or higher Lipscomb Academy weighted GPA in the process. Students, please stand as I read your name. Kate Agee, Ava Bankston, Emma Berry, Cassidy Cargile, Lily Carmen, Jack Carter, David Choi, Mary Kate Ferguson, Rachel Ferguson, Mike Fremgen, Daria Ghazi, Kate Grogan, Bethany Guinness, Izzy Jacobs, Luke Jeans, Danny Mason, Tilly McQuigg, Ben Miller, Sterling Neighbors, Allie Nixon, Ava Sloan, Francis Tanner, Ben Thompson, Chloe Tomlinson, Martha Urcresa, Sophie Verne, and Allie Wells. Thank you, students, for your contributions to Lipscomb Academy.
We have come to the awarding of diplomas. I will call the name of each graduate, which will immediately be followed by the reading of 3 descriptive attributes chosen by the faculty to provide insight as they reflect on these graduates. Catherine Emily Agee.
Thoughtful, insightful, stoic.
Marilyn Frances Tanner.
Benevolent, sensible, receptive.
Because you have fulfilled the requirements set forth by the Lipscomb Board of Trustees, the Lipscomb Academy Program of Studies, and our accrediting agencies, I am happy to declare you now Lipscomb Academy graduates. My brief charge to you is this: go be great. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord will be with you wherever you go. Would Kate Agee and Francis Turner, the Lipscomb Academy Class of 2023 Valedictorians, please come to the stage? They will be leading the students in the tassel ceremony.
Good morning. I'm honored to have been asked to deliver a final charge for the graduating class of 2023. As we reach this pivotal time of transition in our lives, I am reminded of the time recounted by Luke in Acts chapter 2, in which many individuals also underwent a major time of change. On the day of Pentecost, several weeks after Jesus' death and resurrection, the Apostle Peter delivered what is known today as the first gospel sermon. While we don't actually know whether this was the first gospel sermon, we do know that the people who heard Luke speak were some of the first to hear the gospel message. And Luke's book tells us that about 3,000 people repented, were baptized, and became some of the first Christians. These early Christians were facing a pivotal moment of transition in their lives. So, what did they do? In Acts 2:42, it says, "And they devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and the fellowship, to the breaking of bread and the prayers." While Scripture goes on to describe other aspects of their early commitments, we do not have time to delve into everything that's covered in this chapter or everything the early Christians did, and I encourage you all to read this passage for yourself later on. However, right now, I want to challenge you to consider 3 things described here that we can all take with us into our new walks of life. Each of these points starts with the letter T to help you remember them. First, I want to challenge you to focus on the teachings. In this passage, Luke says that the early Christians were devoted to the apostles' teachings. While the apostles are not still with us today, many of the words which God spoke through the apostles are preserved in our New Testament. As we each go our separate ways, I challenge you to prioritize the reading of Scripture in your daily life. Second, I want to challenge you to talk with God. Acts 2 also tells us that the early Christians made prayer, talking to God, an important part of their lives. Each and every one of us has been given the incredible opportunity to have an audience with the Creator of the universe, and I challenge you to take time from your schedules and pray to Him. Third, I want to challenge you to tie yourselves to other Christians. Scripture tells us that the early Christians devoted themselves to fellowship and that they regularly attended the temple together. As we go off to our separate walks of life, I encourage each one of you to find a church family and regularly spend time with fellow believers. It has been an honor to be a fellow member of this graduating class, and I pray that as we leave here today, we will all decide to use this time of transition in our lives to focus on God by studying His apostles' teachings, talking with Him, and tying ourselves with other believers.
While Kate touched on the more spiritual aspect of our graduation and parting from one another, I'm going to talk about the more emotional side of it. As I look out over our class, I know there are many different emotions each of us are feeling in this moment. Some of us are excited for the journey that lies ahead. Others are nervous about our lives completely changing. Others still are sad about leaving friends and our past lives behind. And some, or possibly most of us, are experiencing all of these feelings. And while it is sad to leave friends, family, and a life we've established over the last 4 years behind, we also have so much to look forward to in college or whatever path we've chosen to go on after high school. There's a lyric in the song Closing Time that says, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end." All the experiences we've had and relationships that we've made in high school have equipped us for our new beginnings in college or wherever we've chosen to go. And even though many of us are nervous for this new start, we can be confident in the preparation that high school has given us and the way it's shaped us over these past 4 years. Whether that's been through COVID and isolation in virtual school, complicated friendships and relationships, being on a team or in a production, or through the countless mentors that we've had. And while we will inevitably change and grow in college and beyond, we'll always have this part of our lives to carry with us and reflect on as we continue to grow and evolve over time. So this is our charge to you, to take the memories you've made and the experiences you've had in high school and learn from them.
And that you will choose to make God the center of your life. You may now move your tassels.
The audience will be seated for recession, which will begin with the tolling of 13 bells, representing the 132 years of our school's existence. Please feel free to cheer for the graduates as they are exiting the arena.